December 5, 2017 10:20 is the personified the kind of debonair charm, sublime sensuality and unabashed romance women fantasize about, says Sukanya Verma. Image Shashi Kapoor in Shamali. Only last week I wished Asim Chhabra, my colleague and author of the Shashi Kapoor biography The Householder, on his birthday with a gif of the charming star flashing his famous smile and flooding the frame with flowers. Now as I receive the sad news of Shashi Kapoor's passing, the same marvelous, melting smile appears before me. Undeniably attractive as he was, his crooked smile, one that made women go weak in the knees, symbolized the beauty of imperfections to me. When I was a kid, I was terribly conscious of my irregular set of teeth, but seeing Shashi Kapoor laugh so wholeheartedly despite it inspired me to embrace my defect as my distinction. Although he graduated to playing supporting parts by the time I woke up to movies, my love for vintage fare ensured I was familiar with his stardom from back in the day. I still remember how my next-door neighbor Chaya auntie would transform into a giddy schoolgirl talking about him. And the fact that he responded to her fan mail with a letter turned her into an even bigger fan. Often she would share the gratitude-expressing contents of her carefully preserved letter with me. Image Shashi Kapoor in Jab Jab Phul Kyle. Shashi Kapoor was a born star. Two of his earliest performances, playing in the high version of Big Brother Raj Kapoor in AAG and Awara, confirm it most ardently. But it's the imagery of him as the boyish, bashful adult serenading his sweetheart with a lilting song that struck a chord on screen. Personally though, it's his thinly veiled sarcasm in Shamali's Kaiser Kaheng Humpiani Humko Kya Kya Keel Dahai that impressed me more. From fluffy musicals woven around the routine, rich poor conflict and maudlin misunderstandings in hits like Jab Jab Phul Kyle, Shamali, Kanyadan, Hasina Manjayegi, Pyar Ka Mausam, Pyar Kiyejaaa, Abhinetri, Waqt and AA Gale Lag. Yata happily filling in the runners-up slot in Amitabh Bachchan centerpieces like Namak Halal, Duaya de Panch, Diwa, Trishul, Kabhi Kapi, Shun, Silsila, Suhag. Shashi Kapoor's career followed a safe but significant path. Image Shashi Kapoor and Amitabh Bachchan in Diwa. Mere Pass Mahai, one of the most immortal words spoken in Indian movie history, came out of him. His efforts to cross over internationally in Merchant Ivory's The Householder, Shakespeare Waller and Bombay Talkie, as well as Conrad Rook's Siddhartha, revealed an aesthetic and sensitivity profoundly missing in his portrayal as a Hindi film hero. He personified the kind of debonair charm, sublime sensuality and unabashed romance women fantasize about. The 1960s Bollywood was an awfully demure decade and few filmmakers could handle exploit his ripping sexuality until Satyam Shivam Sundaram and Kabhi Kapi came along. I didn't care much for Satyam Shivam Sundaram's explicitness or remorse, but Shashi Kapoor's insight and Yash Chopra's sophisticated understanding of mature relationships is rather special in its reflection of the evolved, non-judgmental male unconcerned by his wife's romantic past. Known for his deep affection towards his significant other and soulmate Jennifer, Shashi Kapoor's performance comes from a place of truth. Image Raraki and Shashi Kapoor in Kabhi Kapi. Shashi Kapoor came into its own once he turned producer and roped in avant-garde directors like Shyam Benegal, Govind Nihalani, Aparna Sen and Girish Karnad to create for him, resulting in masterpieces like Junoon and 36 Choringa Lane. Saddled with a lover boy image for years, he grabbed the chance to shine in striking avatars in latter years: Junoon, Kalyug, Vijeta, UTSAV, New Delhi Times, In Custody, with heartbreaking melancholy and lasting intensity. His commitment to grotesqueness and radical transformation in UTSAV was particularly effective. Odd as it may sound, I even relished his flop Indo-Russian fantasy, Ajuba, for its quirk, audacity and ambition. Image Shashi Kapoor and Puri in Custody. One of the most handsome, pleasant personalities to grace celluloid. The only time I was sad to see Shashi Kapoor was when I saw him in real life. It was at Prithvi Theatre, a haven for theatre he created so lovingly with his wife, where Shabana Azmi and Javed Akhtar were performing Kai-Fi Main. He sat on a wheelchair, solemn-faced, still as stone, as if oblivious to all the activity and awe around him. I saw him again, inside the elevator at the Kokila Ben Ambani Hospital, where I was attending to my ailing mom and he was visiting for presumably a checkup. I was extremely stressed out those days. And perhaps he could see it too. We looked at one another. He smiled at me as though saying he understands. His crooked teeth weren't visible. I smiled back and showed him mine.